Once upon a time, in the southern part of Nigeria, lived a young girl named Susan. She was 19. Susan was known for her gentle heart and her tireless hand. She always helped her mother with chores. Her mother, Mama Susan, sold pap every morning at the market corner. But beyond her little trade, Mama Susan was a proud member of a popular club known as Ladies of Elegance. Every Saturday, the women of the club wear the same matching lace fabric, padded their face, and paint their lip red like a ripe palm fruit. They dance at expensive parties, contributing large sum of money just to remain in the club. Their leader, a woman known as Iron Lady, drove a beautiful Range Rover, and she owned the largest lace fabric material in the market. Women in the city admire her, her class, her boldness. They always whisper among themselves if only they could be like Iron Lady. Iron Lady was more than a trader, she was a gatekeeper to dreams. First dream: many of her club members' daughters were already in Italy, sent by Iron Lady to work in restaurants with her daughter, Sandra. Sandra, who had built a fortune in Europe. No one asked questions, no one knew the truth. Sandra lived in Italy, but not as a businesswoman. She ran a secret business, trafficking young girls into clubs, strip house and brothel in Italy. She had made millions. She owned several property, home and abroad, and she sent beautiful gifts to her mother. This gift made her club member admire her more. Iron Lady, in her charm, begin to groom Susan. Whenever Susan come around her house, she will always tell her beautiful things about Italy. One day, Mama Susan and Iron Lady was having a meal. Then Iron Lady said, "Your daughter is very hardworking." She told Mama Susan, "I know my daughter Sandra would love to have her in her restaurants in Italy," which were all lies. Mama Susan was poor, desperate and blinded by admiration. As wasted no time, she quickly agreed. She too want to start receiving beautiful gifts from Italy. But before Susan could leave, Iron Lady took her and another girl to a native doctor, a dark shrine by the riverside. There she was forced to swear an oath before a carved idol, sealing her tongue with kola nut, blood and fire. She was told no matter what happened, you must never report Sandra to Italian police. You must never run. If you break the oath, madness will follow you. So they said. Immediately, Susan began to imagine what she could face in Italy, but it was too late. The next day, the journey began. Susan and other girls left Benin in an old bus. They traveled through the north. From Benin, they arrived at Auchi, then at Lokoja, Abuja, Kaduna, Katsina and Jiba. They arrived Jiba at night. Jiba was the border. From Jiba, they crossed into Niger Republic at night, hiding in truck under cement bag to avoid police control. They were starved. They were fed once a day with garri and groundnut. They passed through Merida to Agadez. The journey took them 4 to 5 days of broken road, girls crying and unkind stranger. In Agadez, they were placed in a hot house with other immigrants. The smugglers shouted their name and the girls were sold to desert transporter. No paper, no name, only money and fear. When they arrived at Agadez, they climbed into a pickup truck with more than 30 people seated, exposing them to the burning sun and chilly nights. The Sahara Desert stretched endlessly with no road, only sand. In Agadez, they then traveled down to Duruku. to Madama and Saba. The journey took 8 to 10 days. Many did not make it. A girl jumped off the truck screaming she had seen her brother in the desert, her brother that has long been dead. A boy died of thirst. The driver never cared of their passenger. They only stopped to bury the dead or to change their flat tire. The desert showed no mercy. Susan held onto life by prayer. In Saba, they were sold again to Libya trafficker. Their passport, phone and identity were taken. In Libya, Susan was kept in a cement house with iron bars. She was beaten, starved and told she owed lot of people large sum of money. For 2 months, she was to serve different masters, cleaning houses. At night, she watched as some girls disappear into the night without trace. One day, a man came and moved them to Tripoli, where the boats were already prepared. Before they left, Susan met other girls from every part of the country. None speak to each other nor smile. That night, they were taken blindfolded to the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. An overcrowded rubber boat was awaiting them. Over 130 people were shoved into the boat. No life jacket, no captain, only a small compass and prayer. For 36 hours, they drift across the Mediterranean Sea. People vomited, others passed out. Susan watched as a little girl died in her mother's arms. When the boat began to deflate, people screamed, but there were no land in sight. By sheer of luck, a rescue boat from an NGO saved them. Susan wept as she was pulled into the boat. Life in Italy became another kind of prison. This time, not freedom, but prison. Susan was taken to her house with other girls already there. Sandra was there, beautiful and cold. The girls were not allowed to leave. They were forced to sleep with men, earning Sandra thousands of euros. Every night, the girls stood under the light waiting for strangers to take them home so they could pay their debts. When they returned, Sandra would collect every cent they made. If a girl returned back with little money, she would be beaten. Susan once returned empty-handed. That day, Sandra dragged her hair and locked her outside in the winter cold. Sandra was cruel. She took every penny they made. Some nights, she hit the girls with beds or slapped them till they bled. There was no rest, no kindness, only survival. They could only call home when Sandra was seated by their side. "Tell your mother you are working well," she would whisper. Under fear and the weight of the oath, Susan lied. "Mama, I am fine. Sandra is treating us well and Italy is treating us well also." Deep down in her heart, she knows it was all lies. There were never opportunity for the girls to tell their mother what they are facing in Italy. Months pass, the girls grow tired of how Sandra treats them. Some ran mad, others tried to escape, but were caught. The oath followed them like a dark shadow. One of the girls eventually gathered courage. She escaped and reported Sandra to Italian police. When the police raided the house, they found out that none of the girls had legal paper to stay in the country. Though they were rescued from the grip of Sandra, the law required them deportation. All the girls were taken back to Nigeria after the money they paid to Sandra. Back home, they gathered courage to speak the truth, Together, they reported Iron Lady to a local authority. The news spread like wildfire. People begin to question her wealth. Iron Lady was arrested, her shop were closed, her cars were seized, her accounts were frozen. Sandra was tried in Italy and she was sentenced to 12 years imprisonment for human trafficking and sexual exploitation. But the scar on Susan's heart could not be undone. Back in Nigeria, Susan entered a rehabilitation center run by non-profitable NGO for returning immigrants. She went through therapies, training and healing. Over time, she found her voice. She began to speak in churches, youth center and school. These were her words. They said it was a restaurant's job. It was a lie. They said Sandra would help me. She used me instead. Ladies, try and learn a trade or get a skill. Don't follow shiny car into the fire. Years later, she opened a tailoring shop, a symbol of what almost buried her and what she had become instead. The morals of the story is not every rich person is a helper. Not every road leads to glory. Some lead to the grave. Some bury your voice in a foreign land. Beware of those who promise you job in foreign countries without papers or skill. You are a leaf in the wind. Ask questions. Don't be deceived by perfume, lace and money. Learn, grow and rise on your own term. This story is not pointed to Italy alone. Even some girls has been taken to African country. Young ladies are taken under false promise of job just to be sexually exploited. Parents, be careful of those who claim they want to take care of your children to get greener pasture. You have to work for every penny in other country. Learn learn a trade or skills, something to build your life upon with dignity. Thank you for being here today, and I hope you've learned something from this beautiful story. Please share your thoughts on the comment section. I will be there waiting patiently for you. To those that have subscribed to this channel, thank you. May Almighty God bless you richly. And to those that will come across this message, please don't forget to share, like and comment. Subscribe also. Share to your family, friends. Thank you. May Almighty God bless you richly. Till I come your way again next time. Please stay blessed. May God bless you. Thank you. See you. Bye.
Guys, I want to beg you to follow, like, share, and comment on my page. Thank you for everyone who have been there from day one. God bless you all.